Hey guys, this is your favorite mentor and coach, Coach Johnson, here this year on Glasgow's podcast for 2023-24. We have our juniors and our seniors with us this year, and they got a lot to talk about, don't y'all? So y'all say hi to the camera.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. So this year we're going to get into a lot of different topics that a lot of these guys came up with. And I am so interested to understand and know what they have on their minds. And the reason for doing this podcast is so that they can voice their opinions and let us know what's going on in the high school world. Because sometimes we don't know what's going on in the high school world and we think we do. So what's some topics we're going to do this year, guys?
Mental health.
Event scheduling.
Right now.
Mental health, self-love.
Event
There's a lot of
scheduling,
them that, what is it?
Event scheduling.
Event scheduling, self-control. Now, let me ask y'all something. When you talk about self-control, I know this generation does a lot on social media, and social media is the biggest platform for a lot of you guys. What I can't understand is why do we share our locations to our friends? Why do we do that?
Yeah, exactly.
They gotta hear you.
Like, you want to ensure your safety. You know your friends going to ride for you. You only share your location with your friends who you know is going to ride for you for real. And if something go down, then yeah, they know where you at.
Okay, or with just anybody though, like not just anybody.
Why not just the parent?
No, but they be doing too much. Exactly, they do
It's
too
just
much.
some things they won't understand.
So what do you mean by do too much? Because there's some times where I'm gonna say as a parent, I get worried about where my kids are, but I don't have their location. So it's like, where are they at? When we just may want to check and just see if you guys are okay.
Are you exactly like where you at? What are you doing? Because it's parents that be checking the location every 5 seconds, and that's I don't know. I feel like your parents should know where you're at as well, not just your friends. Like they're your parents at the end. Like they should know where you are.
We pay the bill. So that's why I mean, at the end of the day, that's why I would say, because I'm not going to be the parent that's going to hawk on your location at every location.
Yeah.
And every parent is different. You
Like
right.
extra
Another
one,
parent
like
is
the one that's like actually serious. Like
Okay. See, that's it. See this topic? It almost brought up a lot of questions. So another thing that I wonder about you guys is, why do we post everything on social media? Like, why is social media a big thing for you guys?
I feel as though some people post a lot just for the attention and for like the reactions they can get from it. But I don't know, like me personally, I don't post a lot for social media because it's like, it's not everybody's business. Yeah. I feel like a lot of females do it because they know that a lot of people going to take their side.
Okay.
It's always going to be, oh, the female's right. It's never going to be that's why I say not every thing. Boys' maturity level is very low.
Y'all think girls.
So boys, say a girl posts one thing, but boys gonna run with a whole different pop or change the words around, change the wording around.
You feel like that's true, Gavin? Do you feel like that's what boys do?
Absolutely not.
No,
I mean, I think it goes both ways, to be honest with you.
And I want him to explain why he feels that way.
Well, I feel like what? Well, I feel like what?
They post they're
Because y'all post for attention. Y'all post to get a reaction out of it
so
every time.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, we only do it to get back at what y'all saying to us. Because we feel like,
just the mic did. Okay, go ahead.
But it's because in this generation, everybody believes in like getting a get back or just being petty. That's the only reason why.
it just depends on everybody's maturity level.
Okay, but that. Okay, so do you feel the same way? Do boys feel the same way? Like y'all hear one thing and y'all run with, instead of getting the actual facts on what goes on?
not all the time. It depends on what it is.
It may not be every boy. Like, we can't just speak for every boy, but most high school boys, like, yes, they're just really immature. That's like, they get a stop by a girl, they gonna run with it, and that's just their perspective on that. So exactly. Or some.
But what if it's not
That's
true?
right. So, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Sometimes I'm not even gonna hold you. Sometimes boys like I don't know. They get. I'm not gonna say they're very not soft, but they're soft. They get butthurt very easily. So say something like say a boy try to come at a girl and the girl's like, cool, da, da, da. They're like, I don't care. That's why you da, 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 da.
Okay, but what were you gonna say?
I mean, like, with some boys, some boys do be like, they say something, then turn it into a whole nother thing. But, like, most people, when they get one perspective, that's, like, the main perspective. Like, nobody gonna sit here and lie.
So first impressions is everything for y'all?
Not every time, not every time. Some people do change, but most of the time, they not changing within a month, too. So that join, whatever they can see you as, that's what they gonna see you as.
But not all the time, because sometimes sometimes boys they judge off looks. I mean, girls does it too. Girls do it too. Not gonna hold you, but like a boy can look at a female and be like, she look like she one of them whole time.
That can happen. Like, I don't know, like, if you guys, because we are in that generation where we were taught, and it may not be for everybody, but just because you're beautiful outside doesn't mean that you have a positive mind frame inside. So that can make a person so, what is the word? I'm not going to say ugly, but it can make a unattractive. They can make a person very unattractive because of what you say or how you respond to different things. Or you can be the not most attractive person in the room, and then you got all these people flocking to you because you have so much positive energy and everybody wants to be around you. And that happens a lot. You know, what you don't think is cute, somebody else might. You know what I mean? So people have to realize that too. So you can't just look at it on just because you think this girl, this boy is not attractive, that somebody over here may not think the same thing as you. Everybody got different opinions. What were you going to say?
I feel like on the boy's perspective, it's like you don't want nobody with a bad reputation. So even if they do hear it, it's not, they take it and run with it, but that's their main perspective on a girl now, because it's like, why is people even saying that? But you still could ask, like, is that true? Something, because it don't be true half of the time. Boys get mad.
But that's why I asked about first impressions. He said not all the time. So is it first impressions for females? So y'all can say that about boys, though, because I feel like it's more geared to boys that we're talking about. But what about the females? Like, do you guys feel that you know what I mean? Do you feel the same way?
I mean, it depends on who that female is. It depends how she acts around you. Like, if she just acts like she acts around you like every other person, it's different. It's just, for me, in my opinion, for a female, like, you act like, you treat me how you treat like everybody else. You give me that positive vibe that you give everybody else. Don't be stank and give me that negative energy, because then I'm not going to vibe with you no more.
So it comes to this question. Is it hard dating in high school?
Yes.
Is it hard dating in high school?
Yes. Yes, it is.
A lot of drama. I feel as though, somebody hears something about your relationship or who you're talking to, this and third, all of a sudden it's all these rumors and everything brought up, and it's too much. I feel as though it really depends on your mindset. Like, if you guys both have a mature mindset and you know how to communicate and you comprehend, like, y'all could last. Like, it's not going to be drama and stuff like that. Like, if you guys stay private and you don't really, like, tell your business to your friends, and they just, like, because you don't know what people could do with the information that you tell them. Like, it could just go left if you tell everybody your business. So if you stay private, you communicate, you comprehend, then it could last.
So you feel like relationships should be private and you should communicate with each other. What were you going to say? Over here.
I feel like relationships at high school, me personally, if you're not mentally, like, there or, like, physically there in your mindset and all that, I don't think that you should be focusing on relationships, because it could be a lot for you, and it could stress you out and overwhelm you. And
it don't always have to be about, like, relationships. It could be about your own relationship within yourself.
Yeah.
Or your relationship with, like, your teachers, your mentors, and stuff like that.
Like, I feel like you should just be in a good mental place to have a real relationship. Like, yeah, with anybody. I agree. Because if your mental plays messed up, then nobody is really going to want to be a real. Because it's going to be energy.
Yep.
And you're going to be coming off weird and all of that.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta love yourself. Self-love is the best love.
And like, as a boy, if I'm trying to date somebody and they got like rumors and stuff, none of that going really.
You don't pay attention to that.
Nah, cause like whatever I got going on, if it ain't nothing else going on, but it to be worried about.
Because the rumors be something your friends have.
Immaturity.
Yeah. And I like that though, because some people's parents teach them that you don't care what other people say. Like that's how they perceive you. That's how those other people perceive you and how they, look at you. But the way you look at yourself and the way your parents look at it is they don't care what anybody say. You want to get your own little, I guess, point of view on them. You know what I mean? And that works. Like good would work for it because I couldn't even get it out. But that's true. So how do y'all think, like, being in relationships and being athletes, how do y'all think that affects your day-to-day life? Like, how do you think that affects, like, being in school? You got to do your work. It's stress on your work. And then you're going to go play a sport. And most of you guys are star athletes. So I just wonder, how does that affect your time? Like, what does that do for you mentally? It takes up all your time.
It take up all your time. Like, I come to school at 7 o'clock in the morning till 2. Then I'm here from 3 to 5. When it's 5 o'clock, it's like, dang, I've been up all day. Now I got to take a nap. Now it's 10 o'clock. Day over. It's just doing that every day.
Do you think that's hard, like, juggling the relationships y'all deal with? Like, even your friends, like, not even girlfriends, your friends, fitting them in and then doing homework and things like that? It's a lot. I mean, it is a lot. I have student athletes that come to me that say, I need to catch up because I ain't caught up because, we had a game this day. And I know during basketball season, it can get really rough, or even wrestling, because you have to make up these days that we missed for any sport. But winter is like always the worst.
I have a question for the boys. How do y'all feel about, like, a female's past? Like, is that going to stop y'all from dating a girl?
No, it's not. Okay. Oh,
Chill. I feel like the girls' past, it really doesn't matter because it's like, that's not, like, just like we're going to go to sleep tonight and it's going to be a new day tomorrow. It's over with. Like, people, like, shouldn't really, like, think about it no more. Like, it's over with. And there's, like people were saying earlier, it's about your maturity level. Like, if you talking about it and, like, keep bringing it up, like, he's childish. Like, people make mistakes, people do things they regret every day. And it's like, yeah, so I would say, like, if you messing with somebody or talking to somebody and they did something in their past, you could talk to them about it and be like, have that conversation, then understand what happened.
You know where that comes from? Hurt people. Moneybagg Yo said it best on his song. Hurt people. So again, if you don't let go of what they've been through in their past,
because I feel like
Can't move on from
start,
how you gonna even grow?
you
Exactly.
start talking to that person, you already accepted their past, so it's no need to talk about it.
No need to talk about it.
Like, you already accepted it.
You knew what you was getting. You know what it was before you even talked to them.
Yeah.
So,
right. And I do ask questions around about who she is before you even get into it.
So you
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. But then you ask the bros, but then you ask maybe one of her friends who she be with all the time. What's she about and all that.
I just never actually went on what anybody said about a person. I just went on my own opinion on how I got to know that person. And maybe they did, because a lot of guys have track records. I just went on what I knew about the person. So
Like, I got played close.
what if the friends are jealous though? What if that? Because jealousy plays a role. So what do you
Especially
feel
with females.
like?
'Cause you got
yeah.
females that really, they'll want you, whoever they
you
want to tell them whatever they want to tell them. Then they be like, oh yeah, I used to want you too, but you was talking to my friend.
Yep.
Like, it be stuff like that.
That's where honesty comes in. like straight when you guys are asking questions, because I know a lot of people just like they'll sit on FaceTime with them together, just be like, "What's the question you got for me? And what's the question I got for you?" That's where straight honesty comes in, and you got to really though just like let it all out.
I love it. I love that. Honesty is that's big in my book.
Yeah, I mean that's they got all of that, but like I don't do none of that. Like if I like it, I'm gonna go get it. Like I'm gonna just go. I'm not asking no questions. I'm gonna just go get it. Go for it.
Mom, what you do?
About what?
You think if I'm like jealous,
I mean, it could play a role. Just like it could just, I don't know, like friends and stuff. They could not want you to win for real. You know what I'm saying?
I like that too.
And they could be like making up fake rumors or whatever just to get the person you try to get at not with you, just because they probably want to. You know what I'm saying?
So this is the big question. If we were looking at our 9th grade self, right? Because now we are 11th and 12th grade. What are some things that you guys have changed from 9th grade to now 12th grade? Some of us are 11th grade, but what have we changed? Like what have you grown from?
I know for a fact, if my 9th grade self saw myself right now, he'd be scared. Like he wouldn't even walk up to the guy. But like I changed my mindset, how scared I was, because I coming in as a freshman, like I was scared of like a lot of things, especially just joining varsity and everything, thinking everybody just doesn't like care who you are, just trying to focus on themselves. But like just whole mindset and how I see things, especially in high school, because everybody's different, everything is different.
Right. I feel like, well, in 9th grade, I was scared to speak up for myself, but I know how to speak up for myself, and I was scared to try out for cheer, but I wanted to try new things. I wanted to, like, make myself proud, and I feel like I've come a long way mentally. I've learned how to talk about my feelings. I learned that my feelings are valid 100%, and it's okay to feel how you feel. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Well, I feel like sometimes I be wanting to fit some.
Why?
Like, cause I don't know. Sometimes I do, but then sometimes I don't. I feel like my mind, I mature a lot, but sometimes I be feeling like I let my guard down too much, like, rather than my 9th grade year.
So listen,
Cause when I came in 9th grade, I wasn't scared, but it's like I knew what I wanted.
so y'all gotta understand something too. Like every negative situation you have ever been in, don't look at it as being negative. Look at it as being a lesson that you have to learn, that maybe this next time when you try something, you'll know what you did wrong, so now you can work on doing it right. So don't look at it always as negative, because every negative situation is not always negative. Sometimes it's a positive thing for you guys. Sometimes it's a really positive thing for you guys. So that you need to grow.
You do, but like sometimes I be having the "it is what it is" mindset. It's like, what you gotta think about it, like your past is what makes you who you are now. Yes, you're 100% right. Indeed. So everything that you went through and you realized, and now that been happening in the past, if you didn't go through that, think about where you would be now.
You're right. Karan, what was you gonna say?
Nah, I was gonna say like on the topic of from your 9th grade self to now, I feel like for me, I just learned how to accept failure and like keep persevering through things. Cause my 9th grade self, I was like real down on myself when I couldn't do something or achieve what I wanted to achieve. But now it's like, I gotta take the loss for what it is and just keep on. I can't want to quit because I didn't get what I wanted at that moment.
That really makes me think that you, like, did you beat yourself up on things that you couldn't accomplish?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of y'all, you guys beat yourself up on stuff that happen in your life that you couldn't change.
I feel like, especially on an athletic type of, like, most of us are athletes, or all of us are athletes, and then especially if after a loss, everybody's gonna beat yourself up for it. So it's like, it makes you grow as okay, it is what it is. Okay, we learn from it. Okay, on to the next. Like it's just a job. Yeah.
Not even with just sports stuff, personal stuff too, like relationships, bonds, family, friends, everything, all that.
What? I understand, like, you just went through something that really, like, kind of switched up on you. Like, does that play a big role in how you feel about playing sports? Does that make you nervous? Even you, even Brian. Does that make you feel a certain way being injured?
Of course.
Like, how does that make you feel, though?
For me, it really just make me feel like really hard on myself or down on myself more than what I usually am. Yeah, cause I've been acting sad for these past like 2 weeks, a little angry in the head. Sometimes I treat others cause I'm mad. I treat others different now.
And that's something you just have to work through. What about you?
Talking about the injuries, I went into my injury with a positive mindset. I was like, some things happen for a reason, and like I feel like some injuries are like a blessing that you don't even know yet, but you're gonna figure that out after the injury.
Wow.
I agree with him.
That made you feel that? Did you feel that?
Yeah.
It could be saving you from something. That just gave me chills. I'm just saying, that gave me chills.
I agree with you.
Because that's hard. And I know it's mentally hard because, knowing athletes and knowing your ability to be the athlete you can be, I also know that it can be a fear. After being hurt, it's definitely pressure you put on yourself. That's actually one of the topics we'll probably be talking about, because we'll probably have a couple counselors coming in. Here on Glasgow's podcast, we actually talk about a lot of different subjects that the kids pick. And you did hear some of them: trauma, mental health, and a lot of things like that. We'll be talking about student athletes, injuries, things like that, how to recover, how to get back on your feet. Event planning. You said event planning, right? Event scheduling. I'm sorry. We'll go more into detail when we talk about that. But there are a lot of things that our teams go through that sometimes they don't speak up for themselves. So we actually created G-High's Dragon's Den so that we can have and we let them voice their opinions respectfully and understand what they're going through. We need to let y'all know we not alone. Y'all not alone, okay? Not we, y'all. We're together, all right? We are going to talk about a lot of things. And, yeah. On this podcast this year, we're going to get into it. I got my crew with me. Yeah. And guess what? We are going to turn the Dragons Den up this year. So stay tuned. Get ready. We're about to get into this. Our next episode is coming soon. And guess what, guys? This is your G-High podcast for today, the Dragons Den. All power for the win.
Working towards our common goal and achieving in the academics, arts, and so much more.
Woo!
Yeah.
That was a good set.